Turn one, target summon.
Good luck, Steve. All right, Gene, round one, what did you get?
I got 2-0 against green, aggressive green. It was about trashing security and stuff like that. I was playing purple control, so all I was doing is just popping over and over Hell's Gate every time I saw a mega and memory choking constantly. That's how I did it.
And you were playing what?
I was playing purple control.
Purple control?
Or purple tempo.
All right. What about you, Steve?
I'm playing Lord Nightmon, standard meta. I played a black Mastemon deck, and then this guy's being an ass. Keep that in there.
And you got it 1-2?
I got it 2-1.
2-1.
First game was a brick. Second game was controlling board, making sure there was no digi on the board for me to
You 2-1 though?
do it.
That means I'm playing on
Gotcha.
instead of finals.
All right.
Yeah.
Vince?
Playing Commandramon again. The deck has been renamed to D-Luck. Unfortunately, got Lord Nightmon round 1. However, did get 1-2.
1-2?
1-2.
All right.
Game 3 was so close. Just didn't get the cards I needed to close out the game. But
Gotcha.
it is what it is. And hopefully I'll have a better night.
All right. Well, we'll see what round 2 has right now. Round 2. Lunar. You? Round 2, boys. Go, Vince.
Let's overextend, bro. Let's overextend.
Commander versus Megazoo.
Two opposites.
Wait, you pass?
Oh yeah. No, I don't pass.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I pass turn, but
It was a good matchup right here. Steve, come on, man. We're following you. Come on, Lena. You gotta get this round 2. You're welcome. Third round. All right, we got Joey here with the champion from the store championship. How's it going, man?
It's good. I won. I'm having a pretty hard week, but it's good to cap it off with this. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
What'd you end up playing?
I played Lord Knight Master, and
Okay.
so yeah, I guess let's just get on into it. So,
Okay.
we run 4 Pikmon. This is your best egg, and then 1 Upa just to draw. People run Coral, but Lord Nightmon runs out of gas, so Upa is really good to help with that. It actually helped me win my second game in the finals. So for rookies, we run 15 rookies total. Thought about upping it to 16, but so we run 4 Starmons. It's just your best rookie call off Lord Nightmon. It's arguably the best card in the set. It's just so good. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Got to run 4. Run 3 Pulsemon. So I had it at 4. I cut it to 3 because it's just not as needed at 4. It does help keeping you with gas, but 4 of is just a little clunky at times. So we cut 1, and we upped our count of 2 cost. And so 2 cost is really important because it just makes you more memory efficient. It's 3k DP, so it's kind of hard to kill. There are tons of times where you just play this and build, and it also really helps choking.
I was gonna say choke, yeah. Choke.
And choking really matters, and I think a lot of yellow players have forgotten that. In the mirror, these types of cards are what win you the game more than your Starmons and your Pulsemons. Forcing them to have blinding light is really what's needed, and so yeah, we run 3. We run 2 Bushi, Bushi for game, really good rush. We didn't want it at 4 or 3, it felt too much, so 2 is the perfect number. We run 2 Salamon. Salamon's really important. I started off this build without Sala, and when I put Sala in, my life changed. Healing on demand is really important. You burn yourself a lot, you're gonna get hit a lot. There's a lot of OTKs and rookie rush out, and so Salamon is good just to keep you in the game. And then last, 1 Lucemon. Since this is a Mass Day variant, Lucemon's really good, and so you want both of these ways to heal. But Lucemon is, just a really big body, counters Nidhogg, or helps counter green, and yeah, recovery on demand. It's really good. So going on to our level 4s, we run 2 Unimons. We run 2 just for the 6K and the blocker, and we run 3 Pedomons, 5 regular blockers. We run 3 just for memory efficiency. We then run 3 Terriermons. Yellow's level 4s are really bad, so there's just really not a lot of variety. And so I guess the last slot is where a little bit of variety comes in. We run 2 Gaudomons. Gaudomon's just really good because this is a Mass Day variant, and it heals. So even if you don't have Mass Day on board, the heal is still good at times. It's a blocker if you have Mass Day on board. And yeah, I also think you should always have 4 2-cost Digimon, because you are going to go second, and you don't always want to give over 3. So this really helps.
So question, so the Unimons, a lot of people stop running the 6K blockers, but you start running them because
Nidhogg,
Shoutmon, and then this could just get killed with
this and
Nightmon and
even
Pikmon.
in the mirror, this dies really easily.
So yeah, so it just survives.
Yeah, so Unimon's definitely the better blocker. We can't run it anymore unless we cut Gaudomon. But yeah, Unimon's super clutch and super necessary. So, so yeah, that's my level 4s. Super simple. My level 5s. So first, we run 3 Nightmons. It is a Lord Knight Mass Day, and so Nightmon is super important. A lot of Mass Day variants kind of cut it if they're focused on Mass Day. I guess I would say this deck is focused a little more on Nightmon than Mass Day, but still, Nightmon's still one of your best calls, so you run it at 3. It's really good. It's a really quick body to get on board and helps you build into multiple level 6s, which is needed for the mirror match and for green. And so, super good card. We run 2 Wargrowl. Wargrowl is a super important card. You need Digiburst. It helps against black, and the -4K DP is really good. I can look at him like a shotgun, and you put him in raising, and you just tell the opponent, "Hey, I have a shotgun ready, and I'm probably gonna kill something next turn." And so this is really clutch, and always just love this card. So we then run 2 Sirenmon. Sirenmon's really important. It's a 2-cost evolution. This is really good for if they try to choke you. This is really good if you're behind and you need to catch up in speed. And I had to hard play this game 2 finals, and it somehow stayed on the board and worked out. It became a Lord Nightmon, and so it doesn't feel bad to hard play. It makes you quicker, because sometimes the games are just about speed and tempo, and sometimes they give you 3 and you Blinding Light, and then you can go Sirenmon into Lord Nightmon, and all of a sudden steal the tempo back into your favor. And so definitely think a lot of people in Lord Knight just run all 3Ks, and I think 2Ks are what really help you win the game. And then last, but definitely probably the MVP of today, is Rise Greymon. Rise Greymon is really good and really underrated. He helps you get a tamer for free, which really lets you burst, unless you just pop off. I have a lot of pop-off turns with the Rise Greymon just because of his ability. With TK, he allows me to search for pieces. So even if I have a TK on board, I'll still use Rise just to search for another piece. My favorite play is to use Rise Greymon, search for a TK, and then in the stack, if it's there, have a Blinding Light and grab it. It's just so broken, and you kind of just fly ahead.
Yeah, I seen you activate that, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you end up 2 turns ahead instead of just 1 turn ahead. It's kind of crazy, and so it's really important because this meta is really tempo based. And so, looking at the megas are pretty simple. 6, 4. Lord Nightmons. I mean, he's just the menace of the format. You got to run him at 4. I don't have to explain that.
Yeah, everyone knows what he does.
And then So the important card is we run 3 Maste. So I know some people run Maste at 2, some people try to run it at 1. This is a Lord Knight Maste deck, and so it is built around her and Lord Nightmon. And she is really good in the Lord Nightmon mirror. And so people like Wargrowl, Slash is really good, but this makes it, the best thing about her is that if you brick and you don't get Nightmon, you can, Lord Nightmon, you can still play into your win condition, which is just swarming field. She burns, and that puts a lot of pressure on the opponent because it's essentially an attack without, you know, resting. And so it makes it hard to punish. Green has a hard time. If you time it right, you get boards on bodies, and you can just do a lot of nifty plays with this card. And so I love calling Nightmon off of Lord Nightmon and then going into Maste. And then a lot of times when, you know, you're playing chicken for Lord Nightmon, sometimes you just move up and you say, I'm just going to go into Maste, and they don't really have a great answer for that. And then for my level 7s, since it's a Mastemon build, we run Millenniumon. So this is, everyone says this is a big tech. I think Millenniumon's probably the best level 7 in the game right now. I know it's a controversial statement, but having the only level 7 in the game that really can't be removed, that takes a lot of work to remove, that also removes the body itself.
It goes around other effects.
It goes around a lot of effects. Like if they have Valder, I win that matchup. Like they have to kill it twice, that puts them super far behind. You know, if I, you know, Digivolve and get rid of their Valder, they don't gain +3 memory. You know, against Blitz Omni, like people only using Blitz Omni to OTK, like their Blitz Omni rarely stays on the field. Against Swords, it gets rid of it. Against Defeat, it gets rid of it. People really like running Defeat in this slot, but it's just not as useful. And I feel like the 6 cost is worth. It gets the body on board that can't be removed, and if I somehow only give them like 3 or 2 memory off of it, it's usually GG's. It just sticks for the whole game, and they can't do anything about it. So long as you don't run into Nidhogg.
So only 2 level 7s?
Only 2 level 7s. You don't need that many.
Gotcha.
And so we run 2 because we only run 3 Mastes. And so yeah, that's a good number. It's perfect. So last but certainly not least, we run 3 TKs. Really important, you know, you just got to get your 3 for Lord Nightmon. It's kind of the meta right now. It's like how fast can you get your 3 if you're playing Lord Nightmon. That's also why we run 3 blinding lights. You just have to have, you know, you have to see one of these in order to just win. And so the sooner you see one of these, the more likely you are to win. And so I run 3 and 3 of each. 4 is a little too much of both. And so I tried 2 of this, but we just run 3. And then our last card is Spiral Masquerade. And just one. We tried 2, but you know, after a lot of testing and just counting, it was like every time Spiral Masquerade came up, I was already winning. And so it's just a win more card. I also think that's why they made it uncommon, because it's just not as important at 4 or at 2 or at 3 as some people are running. I know it's very addictive because it is a good card, but in Lord Nightmon you have so many other ways of removal. And even in this build, although it's not like quite as much as the Slash Valderon variant, if you get creative, there's a lot of ways to remove between the Starmons, the Rise Greymons, the Wargrowls, the Nightmons, and the Millenniummons. Like you just have tons of ways to like get rid of bodies and get rid of important stuff. And so sometimes my opponent has more board than I would like, but I got rid of all the important stuff that's needed. And so, so yeah, I played a Commandamon Rookie Rush against Vincent. That was really tough. I played against Andrew round 2 for Lord Nightmon, and he braked, so that was unfortunate. Round 3 I played against Roy, and he played green, and that was a really good game, and that was really tough. And then in the finals I played against Enrique, and he played Lord Nightmon, and it was really tough game. He bricked game 2 of the finals, and so you know, I wouldn't be here without my community, all the guys that got me here, and so I'm excited to go to Nats. I hope I can put on a show for just San Antonio. I think we have a strong community here and that we're building something great, and I love the game, and I just love everyone that I get to play with. And so so it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. It was a really stressful day for me, so I'm, once again, really happy that I just got this. So yeah.
All right, man.
Thank you, Roy.